Beautiful. And again, walk towards the horse. Beautiful. Very nice. And relax. If you notice the way how I start this lesson, it's I got completely different strategy, because every day when I educate the slash, I start this education with the flag to develop confidence in the slash mental and physical abilities, and advance his emotions, so he's gonna be relaxed mentally and trust me with this flag and develop this confidence with this flag. So today I decide I will not going to start lesson with flag. I'm going to start right away with speed control. So when you start to educate horses and you start to mix your methods, most of the horses will going to start to fall apart mentally and physically. Because if you all the time, and I share with you probably already, because if you all the time follow the same routine, same as a human, you wake up in the morning, you drink your coffee, you have your breakfast, you go to work, you have a routine. Physically, everything built by timing, you relax, you comfortable. But say for the morning, you wake up in the morning and you don't have your coffee and you don't have your breakfast and you're late to work or you're late to your barn, or something change in our life what we don't but not follow by the routine, we mentally stress right away. Or it can be sometimes all day because of this small situation can fall apart. Or with horses exactly the same. That's just my idea and my philosophy, the way how I educate horses. But if we all the time follow the same and the same and the same and the same routine, and after we're not gonna change methods and not mix methods and not take horse to the different level, mentally and physically, one day when you're gonna change your education, they're gonna fall apart, and you as an educator are gonna fall apart, and it's gonna be just big miscommunication between you and your horse. So it is very important to educate a horse methods so horse understand, follow this routine, follow these methods, sequence of the methods. But after when horse learns sequence of the methods, then it's very important to mix the methods. So we will take horse emotions and mental abilities to the next level. Very, very excited to see how this horse slash travel and how he accept mentally speed control. I really like his gait, I like his cadence, the way how to move his shoulders, how he engage his hindquarters. And it took me a long time, if you remember from the first day, how slash fall apart mentally just because of my body language and my energy. When I point and I clock, he run, try to save his hide. But we got to this level because we're working every day so hard. But again, not whips, not physical pressure in hindquarters. Everything body language, voice command, very hard work every day, increasing timing, practicing final performance maneuver, but before we have repetition. So everything in this forward motion, the speed control, I enjoy so much. Only one thing, I have to continue develop this balance and coordination in the forward motion with slash, because in round pen all the time, when he travel on the walk, trot and canter, he lean all the time inside, and I have to use step turn outside to bring all the time outside shoulder closer to the panel, so he can travel in a straight line. That's what truly will develop. If he will travel in the round pen in a straight line, because round pen is a straight line, never end in a circle. So when he travels in the straight line, he will develop his balance and coordination and collection and etc. So that's only one big minus what he have on his physical abilities, not even mental abilities. Physical abilities, he all the time leaning inside, and I have to direct him to all the time stay beside the panel, and develop this balance and coordination. Walk, relax, trot, relax, lope. I just point 3 different cues we have for a walk, trot, and lope with our body language and our hand. 3 different voice command we have for each different gait, walk, trot, and lope. And also energy. So he start to understand this very well. Anytime I clock, walk, he walk. Anytime I pick up my hand for a lope, he pick up his lope. Because we explain everything with repetition and increasing time in each repetition. And the most important, between repetition, we relax horse mentally. So his mental ability relax, and when he travel forward motion, he truly understands physical exercise without the fear. Stop and face you. I don't have much words to say. It's just amazing. We practice so much. I just show him with my hand and with my shoulder and my body language, and he right away immediately stop and stay and wait and stay still and have a lot of patience and relaxation. So we stop and face it the way how he is growing mentally and physically, and this method I am very, very pleased. In the same time, in this lesson I apply extended touch and stay still, and I use not just lasso, I use lasso with flag in the end. And it was very interesting to see, because we practice, again, it's not just randomly we pick up the lasso and randomly start to throw the flag and lasso on the horse and hope for the best. We have methods, and you already know all these methods by following the slash and Ross education, how to get to this level, so a horse actually staying still, wait for you, and mentally understand what you desire from him. So horse actually understand physical exercise, what you desire from him. So extend and touch with flag and lasso, horse staying still 90 degrees towards me. I am very, very pleased and very, very happy with this result. Was very interesting, and I actually took a chance, and I shouldn't, but I took the chance, and when slash travel and forward motion, I apply extend and touch on top of his back. I should start exactly the same, far away, and graduate to horse hindquarters. But again, I took the chance because I thought he's ready, and that's kind of mistake, because we're so excited and we think, oh, yes, he can do it, he's great. We're taking the small pieces away and we're rushing things forward, and we can create the problem in the future in horse education, mental and physical abilities, and then we have to go all the way back and develop and fix this problem. And so it's very important what I'm going to say right now. I took the chance and I throw the lasso with flag, and he start to kick with hind leg because he don't have confidence in forward motion, and something travel behind him and create a noise. And eventually, when he travel forward and flag end up in front of him, what slash done? He laid down with front feet on this flag to dominate. That's a stallion behavior. Dominate this flag. To crush with front knees. He wants to crush this flag. And if you remember from the first lesson, he done exactly the same with flag. When I educate him, he steal the flag. He grab with his mouth this flag. He run in the middle of the round pen, put this flag in the middle of the round pen, and crush this flag with front feet. So I should be much more knowledgeable and remember that. So in this particular moment, in this lesson, will not gonna happen this situation. But again, I am very, very excited, and I'm very happy you can see what kind of mistake actually I done. So it will not gonna happen with your horse. So again, graduate from behind, like we done extend and touch in forward motion, and after apply on top of the horse. So we extend and touch with leg. I'm very excited, very happy, very great job. Turn inside and outside. I continue developing his mental abilities and this stallion behavior by pinning nostrils and put little bit ears back. So I have to increasing my energy, to redirect his energy, so he can understand he not allowed behave towards me with this instinct as a stallion towards other animal. So by punish him and apply a lot of energy, I will never gonna develop his mental and physical abilities. So my strategy in this lesson, in the future lesson, and with any horse, it's a timing. It's just a timing. Continue practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing till horse will develop this balance coordination, till horse understand physical exercise, increasing timing in forward motion. But again, it's very important to know when to stop, because increasing time in forward motion can damage also horse mental and physical abilities. So reality, turn inside and outside, I am happy how he is progressing. I can see how his physical abilities growing forward very well, and mental abilities. Just a smidget of this turn inside and this instinct towards me, stallion instincts, I have to continue work on this. So in the future education, in the different levels, he will stop using his instinct towards me, and he's gonna be safe for me with front end. And I'm not gonna be worried if you're gonna be run me over or kick me with front leg. So I have to continue develop this turn inside and outside together, and just increasing timing in the forward motion. And he will understand this mentally and physically, and will grow mentally and physically on this physical axis. I would like to share with you this moment what's happened actually on this lesson. On this lesson of horse education with stop and face me, and how stop and face me in this particular lesson saved my life, and so I will not gonna be in a dangerous situation physically between horse and me, and why I'm not allowed to horses join up towards me, whatever horse desire mentally come towards the human and stay with human. You can see we start this program in the winter, and this right now all arena covered with ice, and sometimes when we have a lot of sun and it's a very big roof, ice crack in the middle of the roof and start to fall and slide down. And that's prime example of what's happened in this situation. Relax him right here, immediately from the lock to stop and stay still. Very good. And again, right here, come back where it was before. So you see what's happening right now. That's prime example of what's happening. Snow fall down, ice fall down from the roof, and horse start to run towards you and upset. Imagine if we allowed horse to come towards us, whatever horse desire, and this situation will gonna happen. He will run you over and put us in a very dangerous situation in our life. We can hurt physically, mentally. So it's very important to educate horse to stay where I told to stay still, and come to me only when I ask you to come to me, when I feel safe and I desire from you. Then ice from the roof fall down and create a lot of noise, and slash jump forward. You can see he pick up his neck up in the air, his tail, and he jump forward. Imagine if I educate horse in a round pen, and I let horse come towards me, whatever horse desire come towards me. And this ice will gonna fall down from the roof, and he will jump, he will upset, get nervous, and jump forward. He will run me over, he will break my leg, or step on my face, or step on my chest. He will put me in a very dangerous situation. He will damage me, my physical abilities. So that's only one reason in this particular lesson what's happened, but in this lesson. And how stop and face me save actually my physical abilities when I ask horse to stay far away from me and stay and develop this patient relaxation, and you allow to come to me. I all the time remind you, horse have to be come to human, to educator only when human desire from the horse, when human feel it's safe and he desires from the horse to come towards him. And when horseman desire come towards the horse, horse have to stay still. Just randomly run horse in a circle and come towards you will not gonna educate horse mental and physical abilities, and can put human in a very, very dangerous situation in his life. So I just want to share with you how stop and face you and methods and why we have to these methods in horse education, and how these methods actually save my physical abilities in this particular lesson. Very excited to see when I work with Slash and how when I mix the methods. Again, it's not just randomly, because we have education, previous education, start to mix the methods, and I ask Slash to face me with hindquarters and apply extend and touch, and horse stay 90 degrees towards me with hindquarters. Not kick, not run away, have patient relaxation. So in the future, if you develop this with your horse, you don't have to be worried. Walk in the barn when horse in the cross tie behind the horse hindquarters, when dogs, kids, other human, other horses running behind the horse hindquarters. When you go to the show, trail ride, and you ride, and another rider behind you, you all the time worry rider come very close to you. So that's a basic, that's a foundation methods to develop confidence in the horse hindquarters. So I'm very, very excited to see how he accepts this mentally and how he progressed physically on this. I remind Slash previous methods from the previous lesson to touch up to withers with human hands, and he accepts very, very well. A lot of patience, a lot of relaxation, but again, it's a consistently forward motion, extended touch, turn inside, turn outside, speed control, stop and face me. Everything we're bringing together, that's what the results we get. So I am very, very excited. So in the future, when I'm going to start to walk towards the horse with saddle blanket, and put horse in the middle of the round pen, he will going to stay and relax, and I have to worry. I don't have to hold him by the halter and worry he's going to run very up or kick or run away from me. So foundation step progressing very, very well when I touch him till to withers, up to withers with my hands. So when I start to educate him with lasso, travel towards the Slash with lasso and new step and touch him up to withers, it again was amazing answer. And it looks like we work for a long period of time to accomplish this. So I practiced this method for a long period of time. But reality, yes, we did practice this method for a long period of time, but with other methods. And that's very interesting to understand. We practice with other different physical exercises and methods to get to this result. And that's the result you get on the first day. But you not just pick up a lasso and just walk towards the horse and hope for the best you can touch him. And hide your eyes left and right and put your head down and think you're a predator. You cannot look in the horse's eyes. You can look in the horse's eyes with happiness, and you can look in your horse be a predator with a lot of anger and viciousness. You can open your shoulders. I all the time explain this in my clinic seminars and to you, my True Grit members. You can open your eyes and transfer energy. Open your shoulders and walk towards the horse without hiding and put your eyes down. Horse will read your energy. Horse will read your sense what kind of human you are. But again, sure it's not going to happen the first day. You have to have methods and you have to work very hard to get to this result. So I am very excited and very happy how actually Slash mental ability is growing, how we put in all puzzle of the round pen, discover philosophy and methodology in round pen, and how much and how long it takes to actually accomplish the methods. But like I said before, foundation, that's a critical, important to put amazing foundation in the horse education, mentally and physically. So we will not gonna struggle in the future life and horse education between us and our horses.